My dear friends from Classical Next, how are you? This is Shuang Zou. I am sending you my warmest greeting from Beijing. And I am at the moment in a hotel in Beijing, as you can see, all by myself. I have been here for 10 days and I have another 4 days to go before I can fulfill my 14 days quarantine since I arrived the country about 10 days ago. It's a very special time for all of us, I'm sure. And I wish all of you are well and trying to enjoy as much as we can in this very unique experience of confinement. So far, I have been reading a lot of books and listening to a lot of music and appreciating so much to talk to friends with the modern technology and thanking to all the friends and families who's been sending messages all around the world. Like all of us are helping each other to get through this difficult time. Let's now talk about nature and about music. Given what has happened around the world in the last 12 months, one realizes despite 24-hour news somehow makes everything looks like a piece of exciting entertainment, which we, the citizen of the global village, could still share as topics at dinner. I believe we have also subconsciously contemplated about the end of the world. It is now, isn't it? We're in it already. What does it look like? The end. Are we going to end up in heaven, hell, or sent to the next round of reincarnation? A bird in the Amazon, a koala in the Australian bush, or a finless shark in the Indian Ocean? Or as a poor little bat that carries apparently the most number of viruses but consumed by human beings as a sexual booster? If the world doesn't exist anymore, what do we reincarnate to? The great Buddha emphasized on the importance of our inner nature. Inner nature. Without understanding our nature, whatever we perceive, discuss, or desperately try to save or to protect and improve are only going to be projected illusions of our own desire. We choose to see what we want to see. We choose to ignore what we want to ignore. And we cannot get out of that ferocious cycle. Then we realize we're in a war in which everyone fights for their ideals, but no one understands each other. Then we think dialogue is not important anymore. Then what? Dialogue is important. To create a context where everybody can speak the same language is very important, I believe. So how do we start a dialogue that can be beyond language without moralizing? Where are our chances? Handel wrote Songs of Nature as a song cycle. And just right before the European coronavirus outbreak, we managed to finish the rehearsal for a production of it, a music theater production produced by Music Theater Transparent, with added music set by composer Wim Hendrix. It was such a soul-searching experience for us all. It almost felt, whilst all these rumors about where the virus will lead to outside are happening, while we were cocooning ourselves in this rehearsal room with members from all around the world, in every corner of the world, in one team, we kind of stuck together and took refuge with each other and managed to create a lot of amazing ideas. I think it is because of that urgent need and bound that we were confined into. The ideas were really fresh and come faster as usual. So although the premiere had been sadly postponed to next year, but how lucky we are now to think back. We had music with us in the most uncertain time, and how amazing it is that we are still celebrating this only common language that we all share between us and within us. So let music be compassion, if compassion and love is the solution, which protect us from alienating from the truth, and it will protect us, our inner nature, against prejudice and against any sense of superiority, which is useless. So the wonderland, despite it is hard boiling, as Haruki Murakami once said, as long as we can hear the music within, we can go through it with wisdom that transcend us from songs to the great nature, and to get through it to the end of the world with glory, with a sense of humor, and with courage, and with a triumphant feeling. This is where Handel meets with us today, I believe, and this is where the great Buddha meets Greta. So, as an end note, last but not least, I would like to use this little message video to share my thankfulness to those who are appreciating the longing for the next chance to be on stage, and to appreciate and the patience that we share right at the moment until we can get on stage again, until we can see each other face to face. As we Chinese say, little waiting is better than always being with each other. I think the precise Chinese phrase is little parting. It's sometimes more enjoyable than a long-standing marriage. So we treasure this break, I guess, and we want to use this time to reflect and build something even greater, and to be able to use this time to courageously think about those people who need our help through music, the people, friends, and families that are affected by this ferocious virus, and the frontline doctors and nurses, or anybody in the society that's holding on to us to survive our everyday needs in the front line to combat these viruses. I think when we all come out of it, we could share these most special episodic moments of our lives that we are talking about right now as the most precious time, because we had every opportunity to talk to each other with such warm-heartedness and compassion. That is the power of our human being that we were born with. So we should try to keep it and try to put through our artistic work and encourage everybody. So hang in there, and we are going to get through this very quickly, I hope, and we can enjoy the live music very, very soon. Good luck.